Welcome back, everybody. This is episode 2 of my playthrough, although it's episode whatever, like episode 4 or something in the overall series. We're just going to pick up where we left off last time. Colony is still getting up and running, I think. I've got the bed situation sorted, although colony morale is kind of bad, because for the first couple of days everyone had to sleep on the ground or there weren't enough beds. And the kitchen was slow to be built because of a timber shortage, so of course people had to resort to eating raw food, which also made people unhappy. And that unhappiness results, the manifestation of that unhappiness is that work shifts are shortened. Where most people, ordinarily your crews would work 6 out of the 8 shifts of the day, most of them are now only working 4. In fact, all of them are working 4. Or possibly 5. So productivity is being hampered. But I think I've got that sorted, and we're just going to see if we can stabilize the colony situation. Well, let's take a look at the stockpiles. First of all, I'll note that the lower class bunkhouse here? It's still, actually all the materials are in here, so as soon as it gets built, I'll have a place to put more cots, more places for people to sleep. Now the kitchen, I've got a blueprint for a door, but no actual door here. I suppose I may as well make one for installation. But as soon as that bunkhouse is complete, I'm going to want to start pumping out cots out of the carpentry. And I've got 2 immigrants. They are in reasonable health, so they're not starving or wounded, which is actually a bonus. I got the one outcome that was at least not bad. Where will I put you? Well, for now, I'll just assign you, spread you evenly amongst all the other overseers. And night has fallen on day 7. So this is the first week of the colony. Yep, not enough beds. And of course, no one in here is going to enjoy sleeping because the quality is -6. It is terrible. It is horrible in there. Oh man, I need a lot of beds. What is that? 4, 6, 7, 8. I can spot at least approximately 10 people not sleeping in beds. So I'm going to want at least 10 more cots. Assuming the population stays stable, which of course it will not. Let's take a look at our stockpiles, actually. I've only got 1 plank, or 1 log in stock, so I'm going to have to find some more wood quickly, although I've got a bunch of planks. We're doing pretty well on the raw food stockpiles. Well, the kitchen is not cooking the raw food as quickly as I would like. Let's see, Minerva Sanderworth is in charge of the kitchen. You know what? I'm going to take one of the colonists I randomly assigned to an unassigned work crew and put you in the kitchen work crew instead. That'll hopefully increase the amount of food that the kitchen is able to process in a day. And in the meantime, I really need to keep an eye out for more sources of wood. Oh, this is rough. I can see one, literally only 1 or 2. Okay, I'm going to have to start chopping down this stand up here. It's horsetail and bamboo stand. And day breaks on day 8. I think, so I've got enough resources delivered for the construction of the bunkhouse. So Robert Bronsburn is going to get on that. So the next thing I think I'm going to build is actually the trade office. Hopefully I'll be able to acquire building materials through trade. Although, one issue, of course, is going to be that I don't have anything to trade. Or normally I would just make chairs or whatever out of timber, but of course timber is in short supply. So as soon as the carpentry gets done making the loading bay door, I'm going to set it to making cots. Lots and lots of cots, and then... Okay. I guess I'll make 5 for now. Oh, the corn harvest is in. At least no one's so hungry that they're just eating it right out of the fields. That indicates like a deep and profound level of starvation that is often quite difficult to directly remedy. Oh, we have a ton of corn. Oh, here's Drusilla Iron Chain enjoying a giant vat of maize chowder. Now, in order to make other products, I can put other modules in the kitchen, specifically the kitchen workbench and the spice rack. Oh, there we go. There's the lower class bunkhouse. Also, Gideon Ironpater has made a horrifying discovery about his family tree. He doesn't want to tell anyone about it, but it has shattered his mental peace. Really? Gideon Ironpater, is he one of my overseers? No. Oh, there's a deer. There's a deer. Soldiers, you have hunting duty. No hunting. Okay. This is nope. Well, if I had right-clicked that historical research info pane, I might have been able to zoom in on Gideon Ironpater. As it stands, he's just one of my regular old colonists, and, well, here we go. You can find him here. Gideon Ironpater. So if we click on him, we can see that his most recent memory is of the aforementioned terrifying secret about his family history. And we can see the effects it has had on his emotional state. It's made him terribly unhappy and has caused him no amount of despair. He's less angry, but he's much more fearful. Overall, he's terrified. Well, them's the breaks when you live on the front, I guess. Oh, it looks like we got that deer after all. Wow, I mowed down that tree stand very quickly. Well, at least the trade office is complete. What can I make cheaply? First of all, I've got... Oh, the 5 planks are done. What can I make cheaply that traders will want? I will think on that while I place these 5 beds. And sooner rather than later, I'm going to want to start thinking about improving the conditions of the specific workshops with decor. Because right now, working and living conditions everywhere are terrible. Let's see, what do I have a lot of? I certainly do not have a lot of stone or metal, which means none of the food items I can currently make are tradable. When the kitchen techs up, so when I'm able to make like glass jars full of berry preserves and things, those have a high trade value. Unfortunately for now, I don't have the facilities to make glass. I don't have the advanced modules, so the food items I can currently produce are not, they actually have 0 trade value. So none of the products of the carpentry are, have any significant trade value, and actually I need the wood they will consume for actual construction in my colony. Perhaps if I set up a mine, I can start making clay and glass goods, which I think is going to be how we're going to be able to trade for wood. So, next thing we make? Nope. Okay, when I have some planks, the next thing I will make will be a mine. And once I've constructed the mine, then I'll construct the ceramics workshop. I need 3 planks. Are you making a plank? Benedict Hatsley? Nope. Oh, they've all knocked off for the day. Well, how are we doing for jobs? Oh, we've actually don't have too many standing jobs. That's good. Here's the thing I forgot. I'm just going to draw out a graveyard here, just so the game doesn't bother me about not having a place to bury corpses. Oh, there's a tree I can chop down for, or a giant horsetail plant I can chop down for timber. And of course, that's the autosave, by the way. I may as well start flattening some land. I'm going to want more flat land eventually, and right now my colonists have nothing else to do. One thing that's new with this revision, revision 51, is that flattening terrain will now always take the height of the square in which you started the flatten command. See here? So it'll extend out a little raised area if I started there, or if I flatten from here, it will... I think what it's supposed to do is it is supposed to flatten land to meet the height of the square in which you start. So I'm not quite sure why it's showing, it's displaying the way it is. Oh, there we go. That looks about right. Anyway, where am I going to flatten land? I guess out this direction? Yeah, that'll be fine. So what my columns will do, they'll actually raise this sort of valley divot up here to match the flattened area of what is essentially a short plateau. And I'll have more room for, I think that's where the ceramics office will go. Actually, what I really need is more flat land around here, where the hematite deposit is, so I can build a mine. So I believe I will... It's going to be kind of weird. Hopefully this won't look too weird. And more dodos. At least we're not hurting for food. I mean, that's definitely a plus. So, let's see. Well, not a lot happening right now. We'll just let things run for a bit. I've got, what is that, maybe... No, actually every work crew is profitably employed. So there's no point in assigning more jobs unless I guess I want to save time for myself. Might as well flatten out this area here. Don't really know what I'm going to do with this. And maybe mark this clay here for quarrying, or to just mine the surface clay nodes. So I'll have it in stock. Food production still seems to be falling a little bit behind consumption rates. Although at least nobody has resorted to eating raw food. There are no more trees. Oh wait, nope. So these smaller trees, these are lacquer trees. A source of lacquer, to be sure, but not a source of timber. So here I have, this is a decision that will set my game down one path or another. How do I intend to deal with fish people? Well, I can deny they exist, or I can shoot them on sight. I'm not feeling too bloodthirsty this time. I'm just going to deny they exist. And maybe we won't have another enemy here. In the swampy, like, damp, tropical, damp forest, or moist forest biome. This is really a miserable place. Everything is like slime green, and there are large, like standing pools of water. There must be a ton of mosquitoes here. Funny thing is, I haven't seen any beetles. Maybe they just, this particular combination of biomes doesn't, is not really amicable, or is not really good for beetles. So I've completed that order of 5 cots. You know, I think I am going to build a workbench for the kitchen. And when that module gets built, I am going to So I'm going to mark out where I would like the workbench to go. And once there is a workbench in the stockpile, it will be built here in the kitchen. I guess I'll build it here. Zora Calciner bringing back more timber. Man, my colonists are having to go really, really far afield for very little timber. Oh, got a new worker in. Ooh, what's this? Exotic caviar. What ho, a little nest full of fishy eggs. So we can forage these and cook them into food, or perhaps even eat them raw. As you may have guessed, this will make the fish people unhappy. And because we have food in such great abundance right now, I don't really want to provoke them. They're just staring dumbly at Lucinda Ironcord as she hacks down some bamboo. I'm kind of glad we chose... Jasper, what are you doing? Peaceful relations? Oh, there's a beetle. So, the colony is asking me how I want to deal with the intimidation of fish people. Jasper, my NCO, has been intimidating a wandering fish person in order to drive them away. It may sour relations, but it may prevent vandalism and destruction for colony property. So what are my options here? I just have him keep intimidating them. I can change his particular orders to shoot on sight. Or I can wait until they actively do something to the colony before I hassle them, which I guess is the option I'll choose this time. And Lenora Golden Solder. Still have to assign her to a work crew. The kitchen doesn't need any more, I don't think. Carpentry is okay. That crew is actually the military crew. Alright. You can just go in here under Lucinda Ironcord. How are we doing for job assignments? Wow. I need to give my colony more to do. What is this? So I made some bric-a-brac. Actually, having made 4 bric-a-brac, I can actually make a carpet now. And the carpet is a great way to increase the condition of one of my buildings, so it's not quite as terrible. There we go. So I'll make a carpet. And when the carpet is complete, I guess I'll have to see what kind of carpet it is, because it may come out as an ostentatious or tasteful carpet, but once I get it into my stockpile, then I'll know to place it in a building. And I've got a new overseer. How am I doing for raw materials? I've got 9 planks, 9 timber, 5 planks. People are enjoying the new beds. Once again, I still don't have enough. I think I want, again, sufficient beds before I start making buildings nice. Whoa, traders. Oh man, I don't have anything to trade. What do you guys have? Planks, precious planks. What's it? I'm just going to pause here for a second. Boxed rug. Oh, I definitely want this. Clay, don't really need that. Sulfur, gold. Gold is valuable, but I have no way to use it. So if I had gold, I would be willing to trade it to others. For goods, traders are about to arrive. What am I going to trade them? First of all, I will have nothing to trade them unless I designate some goods as trade goods. So I'm just going to mark everything in here as eligible for trading. Again, you'll notice some things just cannot be traded, like the raw foods in this case. Alright, traders are here. Looks like these are Novorushan by the look of their woolly Ushanka hats. Gentlemen, let's make a deal. Okay, so what do we need? Definitely, I want all the planks I can get. Sulfur, not so much. Gold, not useful. And maybe this... Oh, wow, that's 10 rugs. Well, okay. I'm probably going to have to cut down on my demands. Cannot trade the bamboo. I need that, and it's very rare. Cannot trade the cots, because of course that's what I need the timber for. I suppose I could trade you this cube of clay, or these 6 cubes of clay. There's more where that came from. Hematite. I'd be willing to trade the hematite and the lacquer. Lacquer definitely, because I definitely have no way to make use of it right now. Hematite. Can't use that until I can smelt it, which means I have to build a whole metalsmith, and yeah. Right now I need the wood more. Malachite. Same deal. I believe I got all these malachite, sphalerite, and hematite ore chunks through the gray market. Accepting illicit goods. I didn't really need them anyway. Alright, so this is what I'm going to trade. Not bad, I've got 1400 trade value. So right now the computer will only accept basically numerically equal trades, or whatever, where they have a numerical advantage, or equal. So under no circumstances will the computer ever accept a trade that is not beneficial for it. So I'm going to have to reduce what I'm asking for. Probably fewer rugs. And if I subtract 1 plank, I'll have exactly enough trade value. This is my proposal. Trade complete. Excellent. I now have in my stockpile 6 boxed rugs, with which I can significantly improve the quality of life in all of the places that my colonists live and work. Let's go assign them right now. I believe they were lower class rugs. Yep, these gray square ones. So, by the way, rugs can fit in any... They can fit under any decor, so like under these beds, or even under modules like these workbenches, which is kind of weird. Rugs can even fit under themselves. So if for whatever reason you just want a tiny little stack of many rugs, you can do that. I don't know why you would. Okay, 1 rug in here. 1 rug in here. 1 rug in here. 1 more in here. And I'm not going to put one in the trade office because no one spends any time there. So once those 4 get assigned, we'll see their conditions improve markedly. Although I guess the rug blueprint is a little bit bugged because it's kind of slightly below floor level here. Hopefully the rug itself will be valuable, or visible once it's placed. In any case, as we'll be able to tell by the condition of the building with the rug. For instance, the barracks here is at -6 because the quality is horrible. But once Edwina Wilsley installs this rug, boop, condition is now uncomfortable. Excellent. So it's +4, +4, +4, +4. And I still have 2 more rugs to place. Definitely placing 1 more in the barracks. And maybe... I believe the carpentry should now be at 0. Okay, so at least it's not terrible. And what's this? The kitchen is... The kitchen is -1, so it's actually not bad. I guess I'll put the other rug in the other bunkhouse. Great, and I guess I don't need these to be trade goods anymore. Can't really undesignate these as trade goods. Or the graphic lingers, but they actually cease being trade goods. I hope. That's the way it should work. And here's that rug. Here's that rug that I made. Oh, it's a fancy one. Where can I put you? Actually, I'll hold on to you for later. So we've made some progress here. Traded away some of the things we didn't need for planks and timber and rugs. Most importantly, rugs. Rugs are the new windows. Where it used to be a good idea to spam every flat surface of your workshop's windows to increase their condition. Now, the most efficient and effective way to do so is to spam rugs everywhere. And hopefully your colonists won't all be so grumpy that they, that they go on strike. Here's that little piece of land that we extended out. And also here, I guess all our... So we're now ready for a mine shaft. Or what did I say? A mine shaft. After the mine shaft is built, then I will build a ceramics workshop. I believe this will be fine. Just slightly cramped. Whoops, what did I just do there? Building an office, building a mine. This is what the building will look like. Done. Every mine needs a mine shaft. Done. And every workshop needs a door. Done. There we go. Right in the heart of town, a smelly old hematite mine. Which will produce stone, which we need, and sand and clay, and also hematite. And of course, to make use of any of that, I'm also going to need a ceramics workshop. So let's draw you a ceramics workshop, let's say here. It's kind of not the shape I was expecting. Good enough. Let's give you a nice rolling door so people can get in and out, and 2 stone ceramics kilns to turn clay into bricks. Now these are not the modules that will also turn sand into glass. You actually need the advanced, or the metal ceramic, or here, it's actually here in the module list. Probably the brick ceramics kiln, or probably also the iron ceramics kiln. Basically, the stone ceramics kiln is the very basic one that just turns clay into brick. For sand into glass, you're going to need one of the more advanced kilns, which I can't build right now. This one, because it requires metal parts, I get at a metalsmith, and this one because it requires some bricks, I believe. So I'm actually going to have to make some bricks with my ceramics kiln so I can build a different kiln. And actually, the mine shaft is a module that gets built at the carpentry, so I should probably build one of those. There we go. Nope. Here it is. Mine shaft requires 3 planks. It'll get done sooner or later. Anyway, so that's where we are with the colony now. We've set up, we've done some trades that take advantage of our material advantages here in the swamp. Namely that we don't yet need any of the ores. And we traded those for things we desperately needed. In this case, funnily enough, rugs and wood. And with that, I've set up the beginnings of a manufacturing base. I'll be able to make bricks and metal soon enough. And hopefully that'll give us more things to trade. And hopefully there will be more traders, and eventually maybe I'll be able to set up the chemistry lab, or the chemistry workshop, which will make us lacquered planks, and then I can start making things like the laboratory and the chapel. But not for some time. That's going to be considerable time in the future if we get that far. So I'm going to end this one here. Again, another couple of days in which catastrophe did not befall our colony. So, my name is Alfred. The game is Clockwork Empires, currently playing Beta 51B. This was the second episode of my playthrough. Someone else has performed family research. Robert Bronsburn has not discovered anything interesting. In fact, is extremely boring. Well, there we go. Nothing bad happening is probably the best we can hope for. Let's see, Lenora Goldensotter. Oh, she slept lavishly in the fancy barracks with 2 rugs. And as we can see, her improved sleeping conditions now make her happy, so her happiness goes up by 6 and her fear goes down by 1. And because we have so many people sleeping in these 2 places where I've just put all my rugs, hopefully the overall morale of the colony has gone up. And no one has starved to death or anything yet, so all is well. Alright, thanks for watching this one. Again, if you're interested in Clockwork Empires, it's in early access. You can purchase it on Steam and the Humble Store and through Gaslamp Games' own website. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next episode.